I'll tell you a couple of quick things about what I would do to really change things around this country. First off, I would ban the teleprompter. Forget banning bottled water. Politicians should be able to talk to us without actually reading something off a screen. Talk to us. We need people who can actually talk to us one-on-one, tell us what they think without having a staff member write a speech for them and have them read it to us, and they run off because they're off going on to another event. You talk about taxation. I mean, whether it's the hidden taxes and the eco tax and the dead tax and this tax. I lived in Hong Kong for 2 years. They have a flat tax in Hong Kong, 15%. You get the tax form, it's 5 lines. It takes you about 6 minutes to fill out the form. You don't have to buy any software from a company to fill it out. You don't need a tax lawyer to fill it out. It takes you 6 minutes. You write your check, you send it in, and the government is limited to their 15%. You keep 85%, they take 15%, and if they don't like it, they've got to lower their budget and live within their means. That's what I call something that's effective. And we could do it here, except that our politicians want to talk about targeted tax cuts. It doesn't matter whether you're liberal, conservative, NDP, they all need their targeted tax cuts so they could bribe you with your money to go and vote for them. That's what politics is about these days.
The boat launch project they brought in a couple of years ago, absolutely no benefit to anybody except 174 millionaires or billionaires that had 50-foot pontoon boats. We paid for 5 boat launches so that these poor dears wouldn't have to interrupt their trip up the Ottawa River. It doesn't take small boats, only these big 50-foot pontoon boats that put 50 gallons of gas in the water per hour. One of them they put in a lagoon. Everybody in the entire community, everybody with no exceptions, said they didn't want it, they got it. Anyway, it cost $2.2 billion. We paid for it. It's not even self-supporting. We're subsidizing it. We're subsidizing millionaires and billionaires.
Talk about some of the incumbents that are in there and some of the guys who are trained in how to answer the questions. And then we hear, well, I can't give you a straight answer because then if I give you a yes or no, then what do I tell the next person at the other door? Well, I don't want somebody to, if they disagree with me, if I say yes, then I'd rather they didn't vote for me and voted for somebody else, because I don't want to hear from them after that you told me something that wasn't true. And one of the other issues that's I hope gets charged up in this election now with the striking down of this prostitution laws in the city of Ottawa. This is yes. A big concern. When I listen to now it's going to be safer for women because they'll be behind doors, we need to deal with the issue. We need to get the men off the street that are paying these women. We need to look after the women, not hide them away behind doors. This is just going to cause more grief. Now when we've got we're saying that now the pimps and the people handling them can hide them away. The abuse doesn't happen from those people on the street. That happens behind the doors, and that can't continue. We have to deal with that issue and stop it. And
in reference to our current political process, the municipal race, as many of you know, it's a tough slug. The Tea Party is looking to endorse candidates, and that's a good thing. Because of the lack of a political system, generally a lot of things are done by brand name recognition. And it's because of this that a lot of councillors are not scared of losing their seats. So we certainly have issues at the municipal level, we have issues at the provincial level, and we have issues at the federal level. But the fact that regular citizens are getting together to make their voice heard, I'll just close with this joke. I voted this morning, and I almost wish, I said, you know what, I wish I had a chance to vote for Alex Cullen. I'll tell you why. Alex Cullen becoming the mayor of the city of Ottawa is the best thing that can happen for OTAG. It's the best thing that can happen for the Tea Party. Because then you can see how crazy it is to spend without restraint. The reason why the Tea Party in the States is popular today is because they can see how ridiculous the current government is, spending without restraint. You know, literally, you might as well print money and throw it out of helicopters. So, you know, I didn't vote for Alex. So anyway, he wasn't on the ballot, but yeah, it's when somebody gets elected and they really mess things up, and we're seeing that at the provincial level as well. We have the biggest deficit, hydro rates skyrocketing, and nothing is being done to control the spending. Instead, we spend $7 billion on a foreign company. Because even though they're bringing that money in, they are going to take that money back from your pockets in increased hydro fees. So we're literally exporting jobs to Korea at a time when we have 8% unemployment. So that's the sort of craziness that really has to stop. And unless we have grassroots organizations like yourselves holding these leaders accountable, then things will continue as they are. But thank you for coming out.